Good morning, good day. I want to thank everyone for taking time out of your day to join us. Before we get started and hand this over to Clifford Blaget with Safe Money Events on some fantastic seminar, as well as I think we're going to talk about some IRMA leads as well. But lots of options over there at Safe Money with Clifford. I am joined today by Jared Arnold, Annuity Sales Director, as well as Griffin Gaggero, both newer folks over here with IAMS. Griffin helps us out here with annuity sales as well. So as you're calling in, agents out there, you'll have a couple new names, and just know that both Griffin and Jarrett work with me down here in our Topeka office. But again, before we turn this over to Clifford, we will have a few polls and options for you to ask any questions during the presentation. On questions, definitely just put those in there, and then we'll get them answered at the end of the presentation. As a lot of times, some of those questions get answered in there, but we definitely will get to all of those. First thing I want to highlight today before turning this over to Jared is our commitment to delivering best-in-class customer service for our agents. One way that we do this is you can always reach a live person directly at our 800 number, 255-5055. Never going to have to deal with a dial by name directory or leaving a voicemail for somebody who's on vacation and forgot to turn their out of office on. We do also strive to get your phone calls answered in 1 to 2 rings and be extremely responsive to you. This is one of the ways that we just want to kick off that relationship, or we've already got that relationship, make sure that we get you serviced with someone who can hopefully get your question answered in 1 transfer or less. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to Jared. He's going to talk to you about a few great programs that we have over here at IAMS and why some agents love working with us for the last 3 decades. Go ahead, Jared.
Thank you, Tim, and thank you everyone for joining us today. Like Tim said, just wanted to hit on a few programs that we have and support that we offer here at IAMS. First, wanted to hit on our new producer builders. These are for those of you who are new to us here at IAMS. And these bonuses are available based on your production level here in your first 180 days that you are contracted with us. We really do have some great levels that you can qualify for. And as you can see inside each level are some great options for you. We've got incredible business building tools, personal perks, and even cash rewards available. If you would like to know where you stand currently towards your new producer builder, or would like to just have a conversation over how you can achieve that next level, please give us a call. We will get you connected with your sales director to go over that. Another business builder program that we provide for our agents is our referred producer program. I see a couple advisors on the call with us today who have taken advantage of this program. Thank you very much. Our business on the wholesale side of the industry is similar to yours in the field in that one of our best leads we could ever obtain is a referral from one of our valued producers. This is why we want to make it worth your while to refer producers to us. When you do refer a producer to us and they do get contracted, we will cut you a $50 thank you check. Now, where the real money comes in is as your referral writes business with us, you will receive an override on that business. Our ownership team, Charles, Steve, Curtis, and Chris sign checks for thousands of dollars every quarter, and I can assure you it is definitely one of their favorite things to do. And with that being said, if you can think of anyone that could benefit from doing business with our team, please don't hesitate to type their information into the question box, or you can email myself or Tim, and we will be more than happy to reach out to them. Below that is our marketing reimbursement program, which is by far our most popular program that we offer. For every $100,000 in FIA premium that one of our producers writes, they get $100 in our marketing reimbursement account. Why this is so popular and lucrative is for our advisors, we truly do consider this to be your money. You have the flexibility on what services, when and who you use these funds with. It is literally your marketing reimbursement. Now, we do tell you the vendors that we have to use for you. We do recommend vendors that we partner with just to leverage reduced rates in that preferred service. But again, you do have the flexibility to use whichever vendors that you like. We also have our creative team to create a marketing strategy and provide in-house services. If you'd like to know how much is in your marketing reimbursement account or have a conversation about how to utilize it, please don't hesitate to give our sales team or your sales director a call, and we would love to speak to you about that. Back office support is another way that we add value to your business. This is the core of IAMS and how Charles Hurrig founded us years ago. We want to help the independent advisor work smarter, not harder. So we're going to do that with great business building tools and resources. Of course, advanced case design assistance. Life and annuity quotes is an area that we do assist with. We're going to get you those illustrations that you request within 24 hours, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. In all reality, it's going to be a heck of a lot faster than that. Typically, we have those illustrations to you within the hour that you request them. Submission to commission support is handled by our new business team. McKinsey heads up our annuity side, and Michelle on our life side. They have fantastic teams who work tirelessly to help you get commissioned quicker. We will scrub those applications for you, submit them on your behalf, do the administrative tracking, and get you updates on that casework all along the way. We do this to ensure that we get commissioned as quickly as possible. This is a service that we do provide to our valued producers, and how we help you grow your business by keeping you in front of the clients, where you do your best, and we handle that back office support so you don't have to. Our IAMS website is a great tool for our producers to use. And another reason to work with us here at IAMS, once you are contracted, you have full access to everything you see on this slide and a whole lot more at IAMSinc.com. If you haven't registered for our website, it's very simple to do so. When we're done with this call, go ahead and go on to create your account. We'd love to see you on there. A lot of great resources are available to you, including illustration tools, online forums, product grids, and definitely product news as well. Industry updates are also on there for you. As we all know, technology is where the industry is going, and Luma is our newest partnership to streamline the application process. Most of our carriers are now on our Luma Firelight e-app platform, so you can go to one site to submit almost all your business, and some carriers are going e-app only for some of their products, and will also offer extra comp for utilizing this e-app platform. So make sure you ask your sales director before you do submit that paper app if you can earn more by doing it electronically. We do have a full in-house creative team that we can help you in your practice, and a lot of items are turnkey and available to you on it. Many of our sales resources are white labeled, so we can simply impose your contact information and your business logos on it. And speaking of your logos, agency solutions is an area of expertise for our team. If you haven't created a full customized brand for you and your agency, we can definitely help. This is going to assist you with name recognition, which grows your natural market organically. And lastly, digital marketing solutions are a very popular topic around IAMS. We can help with your website, social media marketing, email marketing, and more. The internet and social media sites are where the overwhelming majority of prospects go for their information, and making sure you are accessible and represented in those market lanes is beneficial to grow your business. Reach out to myself or one of our sales directors when this webinar concludes, and talk to them about how you can access IAMS Creative, and we can definitely get that ball rolling for you. IAMS also offers a complimentary marketing analysis for agents looking to explore new sales ideas and programs. Whether you're new to the industry or a seasoned producer, this free assessment can help boost your business with insights on your website, digital presence, branding, and current marketing activities, as well as recommendations on trusted vendors for everything from lead generation to seminars and social content. Reach out to your sales director and get started on this at any time. And with that, I am going to hand the baton back over to Tim.
You're on mute. Thank you. Thank you, Jarrett. I'm going to go ahead and launch our first poll, and that is, have you used any paid marketing strategies so far in 2025? So I've got that poll going here right now. Well, you're answering that poll, and we would love everybody's participation here. I do want to talk to you about our IAMS Wealth Management. We founded IAMS Wealth Management over 6 years ago now. What we've found is adding that extra wallet share has been very beneficial to our agents that we have. We've helped agents pass the Series 65 at a very successful clip. I'm going to close that poll here in just a couple seconds. So thanks for everybody who's already voted. We'd love to see a few more get in there so we can get over that 50% mark. Thank you much. What we've done is help advisors pass their Series 65. And this has been a very beneficial way for them to grow their market share there with our IAMS Wealth. So if you're interested in that, we would love to get you connected over there with Chad and Duncan. So give myself or Jarrett a call when this concludes, and we'll help you out with that. Next, we have actually 3 top producer trips that you can qualify for. This one specifically for Athene Business. Nice warm beachy trip to the Secrets in Cap Cana, Dominican Republic. Looks like a great time there. If you'd like to know where you're at on the qualification, again, your sales director or myself over here at IAMS can help you out with. Qualification for this one ends December 31st, 2025. So coming up, definitely don't miss out on that by just a few $100,000 of sales to, again, qualify yourself and a +1 to a fantastic trip out there to Dominican Republic. Next, we've got SILAC. This is an extremely low trip qualification, just $2 million between May 1st and April 30th of 2026. So still plenty of time to get that in. I think if you just submitted a couple $100,000 a month, you'd be able to get that here with a few months there for SILAC. We've also got we just got back from Quebec, had I think 72 agents representatives up there with us, plus their +1 in Quebec. Just got back. Now we do have double trip credits for any production in August and September for that. That one will be a longer qualification. It's an 18-month qualification. We haven't picked the date yet, but it should be in January, February of 2027. And that's going to be a nice warm beach location for us as well. We do have our last and final Annuity and Life Insurance Academy coming up. These 3-day trainings are an excellent opportunity for our agents who are looking for new ways to grow their business. IAMS does cover all of the expenses on the academy, including getting you out there. When you're there, you're our guest, so we've got everything covered. Where the real value comes in is our 18 presenters going over 3 main buckets of information: top marketing strategies that other agents have hit some nice home runs with, so we know what that vetted performance should be and what that return on investment range should be. We've also got product deep dives as our industry is constantly innovating and changing, and then advanced sales techniques. As this is our last one, would definitely like to know if anybody would like to get more information on that academy. So I do have our second poll going on here. Definitely would love some more participation. Do appreciate everybody who participated in the last one. A couple additional notes here. This is a Wednesday through Friday academy. Wednesday is a training day. Thursday's full of those sessions. Friday morning sessions again, and then we get you on a plane around 1, 2 o'clock on Friday so you get back home. We are partnered up with Athene and North American, 2 fantastic carriers there. I'll leave this poll open for just another 5 seconds. Let me grab another sip of coffee here while you guys finish answering that poll. All right, thank you much for that. Just another slide or two, and we're going to get this turned over here to Clifford. Actually, we are on our final slide, and that is If you haven't followed us and liked us on Facebook or LinkedIn, this is a great way to stay connected with us over here at IAMS. We're going to get you industry updates, rate change updates, as well as just keeping you informed on everything that's going on right now. So Clifford, I do see your presentation. A lot of times Clifford likes to show off how good he's looking, nice and dapper today. So Clifford's going to take you through a couple different options here. This is a very tight bond and partnership with us and Safe Money Marketing. Thing I really like about Clifford is he's got a lot of things that are ready to go. But if you've got any, things that you're looking for to make that next event special, he's certainly happy to incorporate much of those ideas in there and be as flexible as he can. So with that being said, Clifford, you're looking great today, sir. The floor is yours.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Tim. Like Tim mentioned at the beginning of the presentation there, it is event season, event marketing season. We had a pretty slow summer, which is to be expected, but anyone who still has a dinner or educational event on their mind right now, we still have plenty of time. We still have, 2 wide open months. Football season starting. That means it's, seminar season. So looking forward, we've got September, we've got October, and then we've got a few weeks in November as well. And then we should probably even start thinking about 2026. So this presentation is very timely in what we need to get done or what we can help you with in these upcoming months. So going into that, the relationship that we have with IAMS is one that's a preferred vendor relationship. So we are going to go through our presentation, but you're going to notice how a lot of times IAMS has leaned in to these slides, or how they've given us content, or how they've worked to help streamline these processes, because they work with you every day. They understand how you and they present, then how you present, and they understand how you're trying to get business, and who you're talking to every day. So with that being said, I'll kind of start going through these pieces. So we've got our done for you event lead generation. Today we're going to focus on IRMA Navigator. That's something that's been big in the realm of IAMS, but also just lead generation in general. Right now, a lot of the content is taxes, big beautiful bill. What's that mean for your taxes if you're looking to retire in the next 4 years? IRMA Navigator is one of those that is a very timely topic, and continues to be something that not everyone understands until it's too late, right? So getting in front of that, understanding Medicare, Medicaid, all of those pieces that go into the IRMA and the Social Security is big for us. So as of 2025, we've done a number of dinner seminars. On average, our buying units are 38 buying units, about 64 registrants. About 50% of those people are showing up. So about 19 buying units, and up. Those are just averages of what we see. Right now, taxes in retirement, retirement income planning, legacy planning, those are our big topics. The other type of events that we do are educational workshops. In that situation, we've got 43 buying units showing up, so about 70 registrants on average, but only about 40 are showing up. So you start to see the difference in the numbers. Everything I talk about today works, right? It's just a matter of finding what you're comfortable with and finding what your numbers are going to be, how many people confirm, how many people show up in those pieces, and us building a strategy together. These are not one and done strategies. This is a marketing leg to your stool, your lead generation stool to have business, right? Again, top topics: Social Security, taxes and retirement, retirement income planning. And that's pretty much across the board. You're going to see taxes and retirement, retirement income planning. Go with one of those 2 topics, and then kind of, change as you need, and that's where you're going to have success. Over here is we've got on the left-hand side, we've got the number of registrants. On the right-hand side, we've got the number of buying units. So everything from art museums in Oklahoma to educational events all over the country, New Jersey, North Carolina, Mississippi. We've got some dinner in Utah, some dinner events in California. So it's, we're seeing good numbers for all of these campaigns across the board, right? So, you find the venue. We prefer, hotel, or well, there's a hotel in here, but we prefer dinner venues. We prefer or educational events or community colleges or those type of places. So you'll see what we're kind of like shooting at as we go through the presentation here as we go. But the truth is that seminars and workshops still prove to be the most consistent and cost-effective method of generating prospects of financial advisors and insurance agents. And when we talk about Meta and where we do a lot of our lead generation, so we do it across Meta, we do it across YouTube, and we have our own proprietary stuff as well. We know that Meta has 169 million daily active users in the United States, and 36.5 million of those are baby boomers. 78% of baby boomers are on Facebook in general. 30% or 36% of them are on Instagram. And we know that baby boomers are spending about 27 hours online, which is 10 hours more than, or 10 hours watching the news. So they're on social media more than they watch the news in a week, right? And many of them believe that social media is improving their life, right? So that's been a long struggle about like, what are you watching on social media, but also like, so besides like cooking vignettes and all those things, like, they believe that they're improving their life. So if we can put content out there, if we can put topical content out there that maybe catches their interest, they might, stop swiping or stop scrolling for a little while as well. And that's where this kind of comes into the IRMA Navigator. So we have partnered with IMES to present a high intent retirement prospect IRMA focused digital event sales program, right? So it's a sales system for all, but it's targeting Medicare eligible agents who are concerned about IRMA. We're not targeting Medicare, we're targeting taxes, we're targeting IRMA. And then through this, you're able to educate and convert using compliant materials into a digital workshop, right? So every one that you're talking to will then seamlessly integrate into the IRMA Navigator program, right? So that's how this all works and how we all work together on that stuff. So in those topics, we've got education, IRMA Navigator, plug and play digital campaigns. So we've got the presentations, we've got some short videos. Tim has access to all of those things, or the team can show you those pieces as they go, but presentation materials, video assets, and then email ad copy as well that you can lean into if you're a member of the IRMA Navigator program. So what the difference between what me and my competitors do is a lot of my competitors are down here. They're in the conversions. They're telling Meta, hey, I want as many people to show up for my event as possible. That billion-dollar algorithm is out to spend your money as fast as possible. So that picture of the steak that's the highest converting for your dinner seminar, or that picture of the lifestyle or whatever that might be a little misleading, is what the algorithm's going to push in order to get the most people into your event. We are up here. We're at the awareness and reach. So like I said, we're using content about the topics that you're going to spend. So taxes, IRMA, all of those pieces. And essentially we're creating our own algorithm. We're creating our own audience inside of that algorithm. And that's an audience that we control and we build the relationship with, and then we kind of like lease it out to you in your events in those situations. We use Dan McGrath from the IRMA Navigator program. He gives us content. We then post it online. And so the whole thing is anyone who's watched 3 to 5 to 10 seconds of a Dan McGrath video then goes into the cycle as an audience member or someone who is probably interested in doing an event with Safe Money Events or with My Path to Retirement in you. So that's an authority-driven outreach instead of a conversion-based outreach. And so we're very proud of that relationship and what we do with them. When it comes to doing the dinner seminars or doing the educational events, it's very simple. You pick a time and place, complete the questionnaire. We leverage our brand in those situations, and we watch the registrants add up. So what's included is the page, the emails, the text reminders, the ads, the thank you page, and then access to the dashboard, scripted presentations like I mentioned before, and then we can include confirmation calls as well. You'll see here we've got $29.99 for a projected 30 units for a dinner and event. Now that's projected units that we're signing up. That's not people who actually show up, and we'll show you what we do to help you in that situation, but we can't, guarantee people showing up, but we do guarantee how much work that we'll do and get the conversions that we want. $39.99 and a projected 40 units. Now in that premium, that also includes the confirmation call setters that we have partnered with as well. What's included, here's an example of a registration page. They click on here, date, times, topics. There's an advisor bio at the bottom. There's also any additional disclosures that you might need for your broker dealer or RIA or whatever or IAR that you might need. When it comes to the sequence, after the registration's made, there's 2 to 5 minutes. They get an email and a text message that's sent. In the middle here is this advisor reach out period, and then the day before there's an email sent. The day of there's a text message sent with a map to the location. What the biggest part here, that the biggest hangup that people have is that in this middle part, they're not doing anything, or they're not calling, or they're not confirming people. People forget this whole thing is in the ether. It's not real until somebody's on the phone saying, hey, Clifford's expecting you to be there, right? So how do we help people in this middle part, convert to that? So that's where our confirmations call setters come in, right? So they'll call up to 7 times, they text message, they do whatever they can to get that person to confirm to the event. So that way, when you go to the event, you have a realistic number of how many people are still going to show up. Now, there is still a pretty good, like a 30 to 40% drop off from confirmation numbers to actual show ups, but we factor that into those numbers when we do the lead generation from there. Also, all of the paid media placements leveraging target of geographical area. So unlike my competitors who just drop a point and go 10 miles around the event, we are looking at traffic patterns, we're looking at wealth maps, we're looking at all sorts of different data points to make sure that we're giving you the best type of person to show up for these events. The majority of what we do are Facebook ads, and then we will do YouTube ads as well, and then we have a third-party retargeting network as well that we use as well. Thank you page, they get a reminder, date and time, directions, those kind of pieces are all provided to them. We have a seminar dashboard, which is just a looker sheet where you can download the pieces, and then you can track your own sequences as you go through there. And that's the program, right? Like, we've gotten you to the event at that point. So that's a dinner seminar. Educational events, same thing, same chassis. We use, the ads look different, but it's essentially the same thing for you. Now, the price is the same, and then we project 20 units and we project 30 units. Now, the whole thing is, like the numbers I showed you before, this year our educational events have outperformed our dinner events. I don't know why. People just have been, maybe we're picking better venues. I don't know what that is, but that's generally what we've seen this year. So go with that. Now, when people ask me the difference, I say, go with what's in your heart. There's some people who like to have an event. They are dinner seminars. If you can't stand to watch somebody eat a meal that you paid for and leave out the front door, then a dinner seminar isn't for you, right? But there's a lot of people that understand their numbers, and they know that that happens when they have a dinner event, and they're fine with that. And as much as it pains them, they know how much money they make off of it. They know their numbers, versus an educational event where you're doing the presentation and you have to be the smartest person in the room in that situation. So what kind of person are you will then lead you to what kind of event you want to do going into the future. So everything that we just talked about, same thing is included with the educational events. We just have the different projections off of the pieces. So we've mentioned IRMA, we've mentioned the IRMA Navigator program. Like we said, we've got the Done For You campaigns, the sales framework, and then you partner with a purpose. So work with a team that understands marketing. That's where Tim and Griffin and Jared come in, is because they understand the IRMA part of that. So now, like, you've got these leads, you've got these appointments, they're going to help you with the IRMA Navigator part. You see how we're building a sales pipeline here, not just here's a bunch of leads, figure out, how to get them to the next step and get them registered. Now, how you get signed up is you go to our website, safemoneyevents.com, and name, email, phone number. It's a really short questionnaire. The biggest piece here is, what are the dates, the venues, and any disclosures that you might need for that presentation. Really, that's what we need to get started on these things. So safemoneyevents.com, you'll see the event piece at the bottom of the page, and then you just go through these simple questionnaire to get started. So that is our presentation for today. Let's see, here we go back to the beginning. I lost it. Any questions? I didn't see anything hand up or anything like that. So
Yeah, so real quick here, I do want to pop up a next poll, and that is, would you like some more information about Safe Money events? While you're doing that, we did have a question of, will this webinar be recorded and emailed to us? Yes, it will. It'll also be stored on our YouTube page under IMS Inc. If you're going to look for that on the YouTube page, make sure you put in that Inc. there so you separate us from the pet food company. Although hanging out with some puppies and kittens and dogs would all be fun with me as well. Clifford, looks like we got some great responses there. Several folks would like some information here after this meeting, so great there. One other thing that I wanted to clarify here, and we'll give just a couple more minutes for any other questions, is on the IRMA subject. So that is around the increasing cost of Medicare. And let's just put this into perspective. So this year alone, $27 billion was siphoned. Clifford, yeah, there you go.
sorry.
Was siphoned, you're fine, was siphoned from retirees. So people who are retired, their Social Security benefit, $27 billion went straight from Social Security to Medicare. In 2031, $69 billion is going to go from Social Security to Medicare. So if you don't want your clients to be contributing to that currently $27 billion, or in 5 years, $69 billion, and guess what? It's not going to slow down, guys. They just increased their projections from 6% rising cost a year to 7.27. And so this is going to continue to be an issue. That's where myself, Jarrett, Griffin, and the rest of our team will help you out with those annuity and life insurance solutions. So this isn't to change what Medicare coverage this is getting. This is, hey, if your income is not positioned in the right investments when you go to that drawdown or income phase, then your clients can have a hidden tax or fee. Again, I doubt many clients know that $27 billion went from Social Security not into the client's hands or the retiree's hands, but straight to Medicare to pay for this. So feel like this has a real long runway. Additionally, you've got folks that have been saving tax deferred for the last 10, 20, 30, some 40 years, and they don't have any idea of the issues that they're getting ready to run into. So really feel like that is a great strategy. We did have a seminar down in Florida, and this was a few months ago on this specific topic, but we had over half of the folks that showed up booked a next appointment. So really getting some nice traction as far as folks, not showing up and, hey, they've already been to a Social Security seminar, or maybe taxes and retirement. This is another way to differentiate yourself as an agent, and we're super happy to have two very affordable seminar options for the IRMA here, partnered up with Safe Money event. So Clifford, I didn't see any other questions pop through. Any last words from you, or anything that you want to holler out here?
I mean, besides going to the website and sign up, I'm also going to give Tim a link to my calendar. So the people who said they were interested in finding out next steps, if you do have any personal questions or need a little bit more kind of guidance in this, besides Tim and Matt and Jared and Griffin who are on the call, we can schedule something together to helpfully, get you to the next step. But the biggest part is find the library, find the educational event, find the dinner room, wherever that you can do the event, and then book it and then get us on board, right? So that's the hardest part that we have for people to get to, that's the biggest hurdle is finding that event space to do that. I wish that we had more options to help folks with that, but it's just, your area better than I do in that ring. So, making sure that your IMS sales rep, myself, and anyone else that you need on those calls, and let's get moving forward because we're at a really good time. We're at a really fun time right now, so we need to get those orders in. So, yep.
Yeah, and good call outs on that. Two other things to call out here. Why would I want to make sure that I get my events planned right now for this third and fourth quarter? So a couple of things from an IRMA standpoint. In November, your clients and all the other clients that are on Medicare are going to be getting their IRMA letters. So getting in front of them now, letting them know that you're the expert that can help out with those rising costs is going to be key. The other thing, and unless you've been living under a rock, this probably isn't news to you, but it looks like the Fed is going to start cutting some rates. That means that the options that we have in the fixed indexed annuity space and the life insurance space are not going to be as strong in the future as they are now. So we really want to ride this high interest rate wave that we've had since, around 2022 and maximize it. So making sure that you have an event now. If you're an event person and that's part of you hitting your revenue goals, waiting until quarter one of 2026, you're really missing out on a ton of activity and opportunities with those rate changes coming through, as well as those IRMA letters. They only come one time a year. So making sure that you get a seminar or two in here to get in front of those clients and make sure that they come and talk to you is going to be crucial timing. And that'll also lead to some great quarter one sales. We all know that at the seminar, you typically don't have somebody that says, hey, I brought all of my financial information. Let's go write that policy. It's going to be a 2 or 3 additional appointment sale. So with that being said, on behalf of everybody over here at IAMS, Griffin, Jarrett, myself included, thanks for hopping on, Clifford. Thanks for everybody else who hopped on around there. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Talk to you soon.
Thanks.